My name is Achieng from Kenya Female Advisory Organization. I am a member to the Route to Food Alliance because it is a critical area of looking at the gender agenda in the sector and looking at how agricultural systems can respond to the issues of food security and different areas of engagement in agriculture as a source of income for women within rural communities. One of the key areas that we look at is how to ensure that within our sectors, agriculture is utilized as a space for development within rural communities. So in the whole agricultural system, from the input and through the supply chain, how do we then want to engage in the process where women and girls are able to participate holistically in a space free from gender-based violence and ensure that the budgets are also invested in these particular areas. So what our push is to ensure that, for example, in Kenya, where generally we get about 3%, which goes to the crop systems, the agricultural systems, how do we shift the policies within these areas and ensure that holistic investment, which ensures that participation of all persons within the whole supply chain can be achieved. We also look at the advent of the issues of climate change and how it has affected the participation of women within rural communities. When we have lack of rain, it means that there's no food security within households. So how do we then push an agenda where both national and county government are also addressing the issues of climate change, investing on new technologies so that the new technologies can address the issues of the lack of water in different spaces and then ensure that the technologies within rural communities and within peri-urban communities are also addressed. Through the Route to Food Alliance, I think we need to invest a whole lot more on engagement through community action groups where information can be shared, participation by communities in terms of influencing the budget so that investment can be made at that level is a critical area. But community members also need to be sensitized and engaged on what to ask from the duty bearers. So part of the whole process in this space is that the Route to Food Alliance is a space, a vehicle which can be used to ensure that engagement on budget advocacy, engagement on policy advocacy, engagement on just having the voice of community members heard by duty bearers and having the agency of these particular persons who then can influence the budget and the policies within those communities is influenced and amplified. We look forward to anchoring the Route to Food at community level, at the village unit. How do we then ensure that the Route to Food Alliance is a key anchor of the village councils, because that is where budget processes begin. So within those particular places, we can ensure that the Route to Food members influence policy and budgets within the villages, and from that bit of the villages, then we are able to ensure that the county governments, through the county assemblies, are then able to engage more holistically.